Hey everybody, I'm Kenya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to talk about something that I've seen floating around on social media, and it is in relation to the Karen memes. Now if you don't know, Karen is what we call a white woman who is always minding a black person's business. And so on Instagram or Twitter you will see a bunch of like little Karen memes, and if I'm not lazy I'll throw some in here for you guys to check out. So on Twitter, white women were saying that Karen is basically a racial slur and it's equivalent to the N-word. And I thought that was very funny that they want to liken the word Karen to the N-word. Now, of course, I have my own Karen story I want to tell you guys. It's going to be real quick and brief, but I thought about it when I saw all the, commotion about these Karen memes. So, of course, as you guys know, I'm a real estate agent, and when I first started, I was mostly really doing a lot of luxury, higher-end rentals, and I remember going into a building. So I was supposed to show like two condos in one building to a client. And so before the client comes, I like to make sure I can get the keys, make sure the door is open and all that stuff. So I called my broker, and I'm getting instructions from him on how to get the keys out of the lockbox. But the lockbox was in like this weird space. It's like when you go into the building, there's like this vestibule. I can never say that word right. When you're going in, and it's like the bells when you press to call people's apartments, the lockbox was in there, and it was kind of like old school because the building was built like so long ago. And so my broker is telling me how to punch the numbers in to get the keys out. So I'm talking to him on the phone. So when I get done, I hang up, I'm pulling the keys out the box, and so this couple comes up behind me as I'm pulling the keys out the box. So now I'm trying to figure out how to get the door back on, because like I said, it's like it's kind of different from like your normal lockbox. And so the woman wasn't trying to go in. Obviously she got a key fob, she can just go right into her building. She wasn't trying to go in because she saw me right behind her, and I guess she didn't want me to like just go in right behind her. And so she saw me getting the keys out the lockbox. That's number one. So once I get the keys out or whatever, and she goes in front of me, because now I'm like going through the keys trying to figure out which one it was, because this particular set of keys didn't have like the key fob on it where I could have just like scanned myself in. I had to literally stick the key in the door. And so I'm looking for the key, so I'm telling them, just go ahead in front of me. So the woman was like, excuse me, do you need help with something? Like, can I help you with something? Like, not like, did I need help? But like, she had like this, I'm drinking coffee, which I probably shouldn't because it's really late at night. But she's like, can I help you with something? As if I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, as if I wasn't supposed to be there. So I turn around and I smile and I go, oh no, I'm fine. Give her that friendly smile, like, oh no, I'm fine. And she goes, excuse me. She's about to start her shit. And then her husband said, honey. He was like this tall white man. So I looked back at her husband, and he had this look on her face like, yo, she's about to start her shit right now. And I could tell she is like this all the time, because the look on his face was like, I don't have time for this. I'm tired. I got grocery bags. I'm just trying to get up to our apartment. Like, don't start. And so he's like, honey. And she was still trying to talk. He said, honey. She said she's fine. And I just sort of giggled, and then I just like went into the building. But that was like a moment where she was about to Karen me. Like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Where did you get those keys from? Like, if her husband wasn't there, it would have probably went on and on. How did you know the number to the lockbox? I'm calling the police. Like, it probably would have went there. And one thing I had to be cognizant of is when I was doing my luxury, higher end type of rentals is, I can't just be getting up, rolling out of bed, throwing on a t-shirt and some jeans. No, I got to get dressed. I have to look like I belong. I have to look like I fit in. I do a lot of rentals in Newark, and it's like some areas it's kind of sketch. So I literally be out there with my Doc Martens on. You know what I'm saying? With a hoodie on. But She was about to Karen me. And let me tell you, I was dressed to the nines on this particular day. I totally remember that I was dressed to the nines. So it's funny how white women, they get offended that we are referring to them as Karen for not minding their business and being in our business. However, they can stereotype us and they could call us names. You know, thugs, that's the new word since they can't outwardly say the N-word. And I'm sure they probably got some other words that they use for us that I can't think of right off the top of my head. So I thought that was funny, you guys. So do you guys know about the Karen memes? Did you guys hear that these women are like upset that we are referring to them as Karen? That Karen is not like a racial slur, it's a behavior. So when you're like Karen, that's typically, that's a behavior. That's the way you're acting, you know, all authoritarian, you know, like you are, you know, above everybody. Like you have the right to question people that are grown, you know what I'm saying, who are not even doing anything to be questioned, you know. However, the N-word is a racial slur. It is a word that is used to degrade people. It is a word used to oppress people. So it's not the same. So if you're a Karen and you're watching this video, girl, stop. Okay? Stop right now. All right? All right. So if you're here to the end of this video, I want to thank you guys for coming to kick with me today. Drop me a comment. I love talking to you guys in the comments. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in my next YouTube video. Toodles.